Hello, beautiful soul. Stacie Overman here, your spiritual guide and your co-creator in positive change. I'm the founder of the Understanding Divine Messages Facebook group, and I am the founder of the New You coaching package programs that is transformationally changing beautiful souls' lives in very, very powerful way. Today, I wanted to share with you a couple of things. I'm wondering if you're finding yourself going to bed at night going, oh my gosh, there's got to be so much more to this life. Like, I can't be just going through the motions to be going to work and not feeling fulfilled. Like, whatever that is, when you lay your head down at night and you're thinking to yourself, there's got to be more to this life. Right? You've got everything you need. Everything is going well. Hello, soul sister. You've got everything you need, right? You've got the career that you've worked so hard for. Maybe you're just getting ready to be an empty nester, or you are an empty nester. And life is just like, oh my gosh, there's got to be something more here. Like, I didn't live these 50 years to get to this point to feel unfulfilled. And the other thing is, maybe you're even going to work going, man, I feel sluggish. I can't get up in the morning. I'm hitting the snooze button over and over and over because I don't want to go to work because it doesn't feel fulfilling. It's sucking the soul out of me. Like, right? So if you want to be more productive at work and in life, you want to have more clear vision of where you're going so that you're able to light that fire back up within you. So if you're hitting that snooze button over and over and over, and you're just like, oh my God, this is going to kill me to go to work today because I don't like it. It's not filling my soul. It's not filling up my reason for being, right? Whether that's work, whether that's the relationships you're in, whatever that might be. I want you to take a look at that and ask yourself, is there more to this life? Is there more to what you came here to do? Does it feel like Groundhog's Day, like you're stuck in a cycle and you're hitting the same issue over and over and over? If you are, stop and take a look at that. Why are you hitting this cycle over and over and over? Maybe it's with relationships. Maybe it's an issue with your children and you. Maybe there's an issue with every time you change relationships, you think it's wonderful, and then all of a sudden the same thing starts happening over and over again. So if that sounds like you and you want to get more clarity on life and you want to be more productive at work and more productive at life and be on fire for life again, and to be able to grow that beautiful light within you, I'd love to help you. And today is super rainy where I'm at. So I grabbed some Oracle cards. I pulled a couple cards for everyone. And it's from my mermaid deck. I had to remember my Oracle mermaid deck because there's so much water outside. I figured we'd go with mermaids. So when asking for the majority of this group, like, what's the issue that you're finding yourself bumping up into? What's the issue? Because sometimes we don't even know what the issue is, right? And so the card that came up, and hopefully I'm saying this right, I'm just going to share this, is Yemaya. Yemaya is the grandmother of the ocean. It's the primordial. It's the oracle. It's the shaman. It's the all-knowing, we could even look at it as the God light, the God source, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. And what the issue is we're not going into this godmothery field to find out what all the superpowers are that you have. We're not going in deep enough to find out who you truly are. And so the issue is you don't know who you are. Maybe you don't even know how to find this out. You don't even really know what's the process that I go to really try to figure out who I am so that I can get more clarity on life. Who are you so that, you're not just spinning your wheels. You're not wasting time. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 50 this year. Like, I'm not getting any younger. If I wasn't doing my soul's purpose, I would just be like, just going through the motions, right? So how many of you are just going through the motions? And with this oracle card, it's really talking about we've got to go within. We've got to go within to that godmothery feel, to that grandmothery feel, to talking to source, to asking the universe, to really getting that mentor to help you figure out who you are. You're a soul having a human experience. What did your soul come here to do? Who are you? Let's heal that stuff that's holding you back from being able to be who you truly came here to be, right? Let's get rid of the frustration. Let's build on understanding who you are and where you came from and where you're going. What a great roadmap to know. And then the other question that I asked when pulling the second card was, what is everyone in here, on the majority, if we take an average of who's going to see this broadcast, and I would imagine that these cards will resonate for pretty much everyone. I asked, what are they ignoring? What are they missing? What are they not seeing? And the card that came up was the wave of power. Now, I'll read the bottom here. It says, a surge of power, upswing of energy, exhilarating movement. So if I asked, what are they not seeing? What are they ignoring? What are you missing? You're missing the surge of power. You're missing the flow of life, right? So many times we get frustrated in life and we're like, why is life so hard? It's like we're paddling upstream and we're working really hard. And maybe it's a mindset, a limiting belief that you were raised that you have to work hard to make it. Right? So you're going to make sure you make everything hard because that's what you were raised to believe. And so what happens if we're not in the flow, if we think of a river flowing, everything flows easily when it's going with the flow. It just goes right down. If we're on a tube, if we're on a raft, if we're in a canoe, we're just flowing with the flow, going right down the river. And it's easy peasy, right? But if you're ignoring that flow, you're ignoring that energy flow, what happens is we've turned our boat around and we're like, no, I got to make life hard. I'm going to row upstream. So I'm going to row really hard and I'm going to go against the flow. And so every time something in life happens that is not fun, what happens is we go from going down the river, down the stream in the easy flow, to turning the boat to going up the flow and against the flow. So what we're ignoring is the beautiful flow. You're not getting in the flow of life. And so that is why things are hard. That is why it is not easy. That is why you are, I have to work hard at it. When abundance is our birthright, God wants us to have anything and everything we want. It is supposed to be easy, right? It's supposed to be effortless. And so when you can figure out how to learn who you are, what you came here to do, go within to get the insight, get the exercises and the systems of knowing how to do this from someone that can help assist you, then you start to get in the flow. Then life becomes easier. Then life becomes more like aha moments and beautiful memories and more clarity, and your job and your relationships are not sucking the life out of you. Now your heart song, your beautiful light within you is shining so brightly, and you're just, doors are opening, your coffee's ready before you got to the counter, somebody picked up the tab on your lunch and you are like asking the waiter for the tab and they're like, somebody got it, right? Every door is opening for you before you even step through it. But if you're against the grain and against the flow and not moving with the flow, every door is shutting in your face. You've hit every red light. Somebody's cutting you off every time. Your coffee order is wrong and late, or they forgot it, right? Every little thing. And you're just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Because you're flowing against the flow. So we've got to get your boat turned around to where you can be in the flow, just like this, get on the wave of power. So when I asked about this card, it's what are they missing? They're missing the wave of power. They're missing getting in the flow. They're missing the surge of power and the upswing of energy and the exhilarating moments. You're missing that. So we've got to get you back into the flow. So I hope that's helpful. I would love, love, love to help you. I can do that. I hope that you've seen some of the testimonials in the group. I just had a couple of beautiful souls just graduate. And this program is changing lives. It is helping them to find that joy again, get into this happiness place, and to be able to experience better health, happiness, and knowing who they are so they can be in that flow, and life is so much easier. I would love to do that. I'm just going to see. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Desiree and Becky and Wendy and Mavis. Hello, hello. Happy birthday to Shannon. Oh, yay. Happy birthday, Shannon. Shannon says, I haven't accomplished anything, been disabled since I was 19. Only been a mom. Gotcha. Oh, that's hard, Shannon. That is tough, but happy birthday. And that's one thing too that we have to remember, depending on what's going on in our lives. Our soul asked for certain experiences to happen in this lifetime, certain contrasts, certain polarities. So when it's really dark or really dim and, maybe we're experiencing a really tough time in life, or maybe it's something that we've been born with some form of disability and we could only do so much and life has been very limiting. We've asked for that contrast because when we have that polarity contrast, we can then see the other side of it, the beauty, the light, the lessons, how we affected other people, how we came and made a difference in other people's lives, and how we were able to bless so many others because of having the darker contrast, having the limited experience of limited things that we could do. And so that contrast, as the angels always showed me, it's like a bow and arrow. When we pull that bow and arrow back, the further back it goes is the darker contrast, the tougher stuff, the me having breast cancer and having a near-death experience and losing husbands. It's that contrast that when we let go of the bow and arrow, or the arrow flies through the air, and as it goes, the further back it goes, the further the arrow goes, right? And so the further that arrow goes is the contrast, the beauty, how you're going to help others, what your soul purpose is. The darkness as the tribe, the things you went through in the darkness is the tribe that you will be helping. So literally, like everyone that I work with, my clients, they're just like a few years behind me. I've walked in part of their shoes. I've experienced some of the things they experienced. So Shannon, those are the people that you will be blessing and helping. We got to get out of being a victim and figure out, how do I step up to do what my soul came here to do? So if you want help with that, you want help finding out what is that more that's in your life waiting for you? What does that look like? Who are you here to be? What are you here to do? And start healing all of those layers. Start healing that stuff so that you're not bumping into these cycles over and over, so that you're not being a victim. You're standing in your power and you're saying, no, I'm going to accept what happened. I'm going to accept what my life has dealt me, right? Because I had a hand in that. I had a hand in choosing what my soul was going to experience in this play. And what you experienced was agreed upon with your soul family. You were here to help them learn lessons. They were here to help you learn lessons. And so it's amazing. It's amazing. But until we can wrap our head around that and do a lot of the deep soul healing that can get our ego and our mind out of the way, we can't move forward. We'll constantly be stuck. And so if this sounds like you, like, I would love to help you. I'd love to help you. Let's get on a call, private message me, DM me, PM me, whatever you want to say it is. And let's set up a time to talk. And I would love, love, love to show you how to do that. All right. Angel blessings. Have a great day and hopefully you stay dry.